Fortnite Season 3 has a ton of secrets you didn't know about, mythic llamas, major story updates, but first let's open the battle pass cause it's hiding a reference in plain sight. This is fine is an emo based on, well, this is fine. Thanks to this, you can now also drink coffee while on fire. Turns out the creator of the original comic revealed Epic paid him for the rights to this, so thankfully there won't be another imposter situation. But people are upset over the lack of mobility items in Season 3. We've had the shockwave hammer, the kinetic blade, and now nothing. Now, luckily there is a way to make up for it. With the new mud sliding feature, you go extra fast, and this works as long as you're covered in mud. So, if you learn how to slide cancel, you could basically zoom around the map like this, until Epic patches it obviously. Speaking of mud, turns out that while you're covered in it, you're invisible. Sorta. In the jungle, people are now using thermal ARs to find bush campers. It's pretty effective, but it doesn't see anyone covered in mud. You can use it as camouflage, and they even do it in the Predator movie. But things get interesting when you head to Shady Stilts. This is a new POI, and it's full of secrets that could help you win the match. The temple door will ask you for a worthy item, which sounds vague, but it's glowing purple, a pretty nice hint. So basically just grab a purple weapon or a kinetic boomerang and you'll open the door. Most people would take the loot inside and leave, but this was a fake out. The real treasure is buried deep inside the temple, and you gotta solve a puzzle to get in. One of these 4 statues is the correct one. If you choose wrong, it kicks you out and you gotta start all over again. But once you're through, you'll be rewarded with an epic chest and yet another level of puzzles. Find the code and use this to extinguish the torches in order. And boom, the final door is open, you have 4 more epic chests and enough loot to wipe out everyone. Here's a pro tip: once you've looted everything, head back to those statues and pick the wrong one on purpose. You get a free rift that could get out of there, but if you glide even further into the jungle, you'll discover this tank from Chapter 3. It's covered in moss and doesn't work, but more importantly, it's tied to a live event from years ago. Yeah, this is Dr. Slone's tank, the same one that was slammed by the mech in Collision. We never saw her again until now. Slone has set up camp in the woods, and you could even talk to her NPC. She'll play a part in the story in the next couple of weeks, so definitely return here when you can. Another character no one expected to return was the Frog family. They were a cute Easter egg last season, but their story isn't over. They have moved to the sunken gas station at the center of the map, and they even have chests for you to loot. At the same location, you could also spot this RV. Pretty standard, but look closer to find the secret owner, and it is Meowscles. Now, it looks like he's camping out here for the season. He'll probably reveal himself with the summer event on July 4th. The skin is supposed to release 2 days later on the 6th, so I guess he's just chilling here for now. One of the most underrated parts of the jungle is in places like Creaky Compound. Obviously, it's hard to put gas stations in a rainforest, so Fortnite has added these trailers around the map. You can use them to fill up your vehicles or shoot it and blow up the whole barn. It's really up to you. I love when Fortnite pays attention to detail. For example, check out Lorenzo's back bling. It's the North Quester, and it's a pretty cool compass, but the best part is it's fully working. In-game, the compass shows exactly where north is, and I'm not exactly sure how this would help you, but they did it anyway. Hopefully the compass leads you to our next Easter egg, a hidden POI from Chapter 2. Yes, you can find a bronze statue of Peely rotting in the jungle, and anyone who landed at Colossal Coliseum will instantly recognize it. He's holding a chest, but it's just way too much effort to get, so you'll have to pickaxe him for it. And thanks to Season 3, for the first time ever, you can now own a full banana loadout. If you win a match, you'll earn this victory umbrella, which finally completes the Peely set. But there's a mystery that's been hiding on the map since day one, and it was originally in this vault at Hidden Henge. For months, we have theorized that the 0 point is sealed inside here, and Fortnite made it pretty obvious. Now the area has been replaced by a jungle, and people are wondering what happened to the 0 point. Well, you can now go here and find a huge stone ball on the ground. It's covered in moss, and according to the files, the 0 point is petrified, so you can't break it open. Weird, right? But it's not as strange as what people have spotted in the Season 3 gameplay trailer. For a split second, you can look in the background and see a llama. Not a regular one either. This is on fire and is glowing blue. Whatever cursed llama this is, it'll probably appear later in the season, and I just hope it doesn't attack you. For now, head north of Creaky Compound and you'll find the Hidden Ruins. It's tucked away in a mountain, and once you go inside, it has the exact same steps as the puzzle in Shady Stilts, except this time, it only requires a blue item for the first door. Sounds easy until you get to the second door and it asks for a legendary weapon. So the question is it worth it? And if you want a full inventory of purple items, then absolutely. Speaking of rare loot, every season Fortnite always puts a weapon in the trailer that doesn't release until months later. This time around, it looks like it'll be a cloaking device. It's kind of like the Predator Mythic from Chapter 2, where you'll be able to turn invisible on command. Well, that's unless the enemy has a thermal scope, then you're screwed. So as we pointed out, stepping into mud makes you invisible to these scopes, but that's not the only benefit. If you run through mud and splash yourself in it, you can avoid those annoying wasps that constantly follow you around. It's only been a day and most people are already tired of these things, so luckily, there's there's mud everywhere. It also turns out Epic has hidden some popular references right under our noses. In the Battle Pass, you can find this emote, which is likely inspired by Tom Holland's lip sync battle. There's also a leaked emote coming called Swagger Strut, and a lot of people are torn whether this is Dr. Livesy's walk or Conor McGregor's. And it's still not as exciting as Fortnite vaulting tons of wildlife. Once again, you can find boars, frogs, and wolves around the map, and some people are gonna be happy about this, and others, probably not. A secret no one's talking about involves the Slurp flowers. We're used to hitting barrels and walking away, so when we saw these plants, everyone did the same thing. Well, make sure to stick around, because after 30 seconds, the Slurp flower regrows and you could use it again. Speaking of plants, these flowers are kinda suspicious. Their design looks strangely similar to a certain biome from Chapter 2. It is pretty close to the sideways, and some people think it's gonna keep growing until the last reality return. Others have pointed out this could be a reused plant from Save the World's Grotto dungeon, so either way, it's worth thinking about. If we're talking about different modes, then I gotta mention Team Rumble. It feels like Epic are abandoning this until you realize what's updated in Season 3. This mode has exclusive items that you can't get in Battle Royale, more specifically, the pump shotgun. It also has the heavy assault rifle, and they're finally back, you just gotta play Team Rumble to use them. Over in the main game, if you're driving around, make sure to turn on the radio. For the first time in years, Epic has added a new radio station, just not in the way you think. It doesn't play music, and it's called Mysterious Transmission, so if you listen to it, a familiar voice will start speaking to you.
This reality is doomed to collapse, but hope is not yet lost. I cannot sustain this broadcast for much longer. Listen, and more will follow.
And yeah, that was the real deal. Peter Cullen himself is Optimus Prime. They got his actual voice actor to record something only a few players will listen to, so you gotta respect it. Hopefully he makes another appearance in the future, just like the unreleased weapon from the trailers. Not only do people spot a cursed llama and a cloaking device, they've also seen the next pistol. This is the lever action pistol, and it honestly looks powerful, but of course, it's not in game yet, so we just gotta sit back and wait before trying it out. Something you can use right now is in the ocean. Nobody's really talking about this, but Season 3 has brought motorboats back to the game. Knowing most players, they'll probably try and drive this through the jungle, and good luck with that. But I'm more excited for the return of the minigun. People have been wanting this for a long time, and it gets better cause Epic ain't vaulting it. They're making a new one. In the files for Season 3, leakers have found a backpack minigun that has high damage, an extreme rate of fire, and a huge magazine size. It is so powerful that you have to shoot it while standing still, otherwise you'll just spray bullets everywhere. And it's not the only weapon to look forward to. One of the most beloved rifles in Fortnite is the MK7, and we're starting to miss it. Luckily, Fortnite is bringing it back with a fresh design, introducing the MK7 Alpha. This is actual footage, and so as you can tell, it looks pretty similar to what we're used to, and I'm glad because I don't want to see this nerfed to the ground. Something else is making a grand return, this time it's a vehicle. Prepare to see quad crashers in the next few weeks. Epic added files for them to spawn on the map, and they're ready to go, so they could literally drop at any moment. I will say it's gonna be hard to boost through the sky with all these trees in the way. A change which nobody noticed only affects a couple of weapons. The Havoc Shotgun and SMG have brand new sound effects for equipping, shooting, and dropping ammo. It's really small, but they feel way more powerful now, and also just listen to these bullets hit the ground. Yeah, that's satisfying. Now there is a secret change that people are complaining about. When you drop into the match, gliding feels super slow, especially compared to last season. If you thought this was intentional, luckily it is a glitch, and Fortnite are working on a fix for it as we speak. Those are 30 secrets in Fortnite Season 3. Like I said, guys, my locker bundle is in the store right now. Please use code T5G to support us. It's been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.